I don't know what's clapping. I just know something is. I don't know what's clapping. I just know something is. I don't know what's clapping. I just know something is.
Oh my goodness, hello, good morning everyone. Good morning, Amanda and Serenity and Echo, and it's really me and Terry and 76 and Bram Burka. Hello, Val. Hello, Greenie. Hello, Alexis. Hello, Punky. Barry, Josie, Moz, hello, one, lovely to see you all. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending on where you are on this beautiful planet. Thank you so much for joining me for another ad hoc live stream. Good morning, it's currently 6:48 a.m. and I have pretty much 1 hour to spend some time reacting and catching up with you fine folk. I hope you're well. Hi, hi, hi. Thank you all so much for being here. We'll get started really quickly. Today, we're going to be reacting to the one, the only, the incomparable and incomparable, the idiot in Kuwait themselves, Miss Chantal Marie, Miss Foodie Beauty, the vassal of Shantopolis in Burger King, MUKBANG, WHOPPER, and Spicy Chicken Royale meal. And, oh boy, opinions. And then we're going to move over onto Ambi and watch Taking a Break, Frustrating, Semaglutide Update, Therapy Consultation, and Reminiscing with Mum, which we actually might skip over a bit of the mum talk because it's just a bit of incomparable nonsense. But thank you so much for joining me. Hi, my name's Zach. Lovely to meet you. If you're new, and thank you very much for returning. If you are coming back, I'm not a mental or physical healthcare professional. Just a guy who lost weight, talks about things on the internet, watches way too much of too many people. I'm also not here to bully, shame, hate, harass, or humiliate. Just here to talk about the produced and monetized content that we see here on the platform, because it's all about what choices, choices about what we say. Choose about what we put on the internet. Choices, one has chimed in to say, I counted 3,205 calories in this Burger King meal alone. Jeez Louise. She's ravenous in this one, hey? Anyway, we'll get to it when we get to it. Let's go.
Hello, Foodie Beauties.
Well, hello there. Did you know that you can request a private video from me?
I did know that. I did know I can request, there we go. Request a private video. I don't want one.
Made just for you that you can keep forever and ever?
Uh-huh.
Yep, that's right. I can wish you or a loved one a happy birthday, or even give you a pep talk. I'm in Kuwait, so if you want
A pep talk from Foodie every time she says it.
a cameo at a specific location,
April.
like a nice beach or a mall, just let me know. Get yours today, and don't delay.
Hello.
Hello.
I know, another fast food funeral.
Shocking, really.
Well, so far, no McDonald's. I did one on live stream, a funeral a while ago for that.
I thought the concept of a fast food funeral was to be like no more fast food, not just like no more KFC, no more Burger King, no more McDonald's. I mean, she could cycle a fast food funeral for like every 30 days if that were the case. Apparently that's the case.
A few days ago. And I did KFC. We're doing the major culprits right now, okay? And today, we're doing Burger King. So, let's...
Now, spoilers, I have seen a little bit of her setup in all of this. I personally... I'm so loud. I'm so sorry, chat. I'm yelling in everybody's ear holes. I personally think this is like Chantal's standard order. Does anyone else get that feeling? Watch it and you'll see.
Yeah. Alright. Alright, so, Bismillah Beauty Bite.
So we've got a chicken royale, a Whopper, there's curly fries behind me, there's an apple pie, and there's a Coke Zero.
So what we have here is a Whopper
That's a worm.
cheese, chicken royal, just a regular one with cheese, an apple pie.
Girl, we only need one burger. Realistically, we don't need to be eating this every single day, but maybe you don't need to be told that. I love the fact that there's a hot apple pie. Oh, shout out to a McDonald's hot apple pie. It has been like a decade. But this is all garbage, mama. This is all like lukewarm garbage. No.
Regular curly fry, Coke Zero. The only thing I don't like about delivery BK here is the lack of fountain drinks. Like, come on, man.
She's crumbing.
Get with the program. Yeah, I'm Whopper.
Do you guys remember when she hauled those nicer buyers? Do you remember the black one with the like embroidery and the green one? There was like that silk, like pillowcase almost looking one. What happened to the nicer buyers? Oh, I think I have a theory.
So,
I don't know if she's been crying or if her eyes are just leaky again, chat. Can't tell you.
have you guys heard about this? Happened like, I've known about this for weeks, but
Fart Needles says, great name by the way, says this is what she would normally order except she would hide her bonus burger. I think so as well. I agree.
have you guys heard about the woman from Adelaide?
I know where Adelaide is.
So this woman from Adelaide, Australia,
Uh-huh.
her daughter,
It's in a state called South Australia. We're very creative with the names of our states. We have South Australia, we have Western Australia, we have the Northern Territory, we have New South Wales, which is like Wales but new and south. We have Victoria named for the Queen. We have Queensland named for all the queens. We have Tasmania. Can't remember what Tasmania is called for. The devil. And we also have the Australian Capital Territory, which is where our national capital is, because Sydney and Melbourne couldn't sort their shit out, so we literally had to build a territory like equal distance between the two capital cities so no one would fight. A real story.
was being bullied incessantly. The mother said that she's been, contacting the school, trying to get them to do something.
I have a lot of opinions when it comes to Chantal talking about children. I don't have any children, so my opinion is nothing. In this entire conversation, I hate when Chantal does this, but no, you go on. You talk about what people are talking about on TikTok.
The mother said that she's been,
I believe so, Voodoo, yes.
contacting the school, trying to get them to do something. And as usual, the schools do nothing.
Okay, well, I don't particularly enjoy the dismissive attitude of Chantal towards educational facilities. As fun as that is, Chantal, yeah. Chantal's not the type of person to understand. Chantal's not the type of person to understand the weight of expectation and the care that goes into teaching, I don't think. But no, continue, Chantal. I'm sure you're going to put that necrotic foot in your mouth shortly. We do need bears.
I have bad allergy eyes today. Wow. So, when her daughter's bully,
Right, Tansy.
tells her daughter to, how do I say this? Unalive herself, basically.
Again, Chantal, maybe if you're telling a story that has like some quite serious connotations and is a serious story, maybe we don't sit here and roll our eyes. Maybe we also don't try to choke on curly fries while we tell this story.
I don't like
It gives me the same ick as Chantal trying to talk about, like, true crime stuff while stuffing, like, mayonnaise down her throat.
Basically.
Hi, Cam.
The mother's had enough. She was at her wit's end. So she
Oh,
goes...
Rex. Yes, hello. We do have bearded dragons in Brisbane. Yes. Well, we have water dragons, which they still have a tiny little beard, but they really like the river.
into the... So she goes into the classroom and starts cussing out and threatening this girl. I forgot to check how old she was. Maybe 11 or 14. I'll put the age. But she...
Just to preface, I think this is a really sad story about, like bullying in schools, and I think there's a really big conversation that could be had surrounding all of this. Do I necessarily want to have that conversation while watching Chantal eat two burgers? No, not necessarily. I think it's horrible. I think that no child should be bullied whatsoever. I think that Chantal's dismissive attitude and opinion towards educators is pretty fucking vile as it is. Which is not to take away from, like, tragedies that occur in schools whatsoever. I think that there are safeguards in place. I think that both, like, on the state, like, local, state, and federally, I think organizations exist to protect kids in schools, and there are processes and systems whereby, like, that is tried to be minimized and addressed directly. I don't think any educator or any facility or faculty would just, like, let that stuff slide consciously at all. But Chantal's really not the one to have, like, an in-depth, complex conversation about it all. She'd rather just be shocking and kind of stupid.
Or 14. I'll put the age. But here's the video.
Ah, Jesus, confronting. Oh, Channel 7, right, okay.
A parent who barged into a classroom and threatened to slit a 12-year-old girl's throat in a fiery outburst claims that she was at her wit's end after school bullies allegedly told her daughter to hang herself.
I think that's awful, obviously, the childhood bullying. I also think it's extremely confronting and kind of terrifying to have a grown adult basically kick in a classroom door and yell at a kid. I definitely think a lot of that situation could have been handled better. I don't know that situation, though. I don't know. I'm not a parent. I have been a child once upon a time. I think that, like, trauma and violence just kind of begets trauma and violence. So I think there were definitely better ways to handle that. But if it was the last straw, I understand the frustration. I think the more boring, like, conversation around that all is, like, what does mediation look like? What does, like, parent-to-parent contact look like? Like, I just don't think a parent should be screaming at a 12-year-old that they're going to slit their throat. I don't think that's necessarily very helpful in any situation. But I also understand would be extremely frustrating to see your child or hear about your child being bullied. Yeah, it's basically a lose-lose situation. There are no winners here. I don't know what to tell you.
So, I'm dying to know.
Wasn't Foodie a bully in school? Now we get her 2 cents? Yeah, bleh.
Whose side you're on. And surprisingly, in the comments...
And once again, Chantal, just so you understand, life is a lot more complex and nuanced than just picking a side. Just so you know. Like, I think a lot of people can see that situation and hear about that situation without a lot of context and understand that legitimately there are no sides. Like, there is no winner there. There's no, like, kids shouldn't be bullied. Parents shouldn't scream at children. What, I don't know what you want. Like, I know that I know that Chantal is very much a binary thinker. I know that she, like, for some reason, she always thinks there's a side, and girl, sometimes shit's just real sad. They're like, I don't know what you want.
Most of the people are like, I'm on Mama Bear's side. And it's really hard to say what you would do unless you're in that position. I'm sure every mother would want to wring the little crap's neck. You know? But don't. Because it's illegal.
I don't necessarily... You know what? You keep talking. I'm still trying to get my head around this.
But
I'm trying to get my head around Chantal choosing this as a topic to talk about with us today. Not from you, girl.
I mean...
See smoke? Yes.
The mother apparently snapped. And she said that she would rather catch a charge than find her daughter. Oh.
Look at my pie! My God, girl. Time and place.
Unalive from bullying. It's a spicy chicken royal.
Ooh. Again, just the tone of this is very, bad. Bad is the only word I have. Why, you know Chantal's in her feelings when we're having dessert mid-dinner.
In my opinion, I don't know what I would have done.
Oh, did I miss someone, Echo? I'm so sorry. Who did I miss? Oh, Cammy, sorry, honey. Thank you for the super chat. I'm so sorry. I was just distracted. Cammy says, so thankful to catch you live. Hi! Hope you're well. I'm okay. I was feeling a bit tired yesterday, and today I've only got a short amount of time, so everything's fine. I just wish I had more time. Thank you for the support, honey. Holly, we're double fisting Burger King.
I mean, she didn't touch the girl.
We are.
Maybe she scared some life into her. But the problem is, when you confront bullies, especially if it's a parent, the child usually just ends up getting tormented more. Like, they might now make fun of her for her mom being that crazy woman from Adelaide, you know? And it's not up, to me, it's not up to the parent to stop the bullying. It should be up to the school.
Huh. Right.
And they should expel the people who are a problem.
Oh boy, this is a long, complex conversation that I do not have time for with Chantal. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure from memory, I've read a few things about, like, the long-term effects of suspension and expulsion, and it turns out doesn't work. It's not great. You can't just kind of, like, sweep the problem under the rug or just get rid of it, because it becomes someone else's problem kind of down the line. There is no, like, perfect solution. I think that schooling and parenting and raising a child and, like, socioeconomics and social struggles and, like, all of that stuff is so outside of my, like, bandwidth and understanding. I think it's a really simple and really basic perspective to just say that bullying is the teacher's responsibility and fix it. I think that teachers generally across the board are probably overloaded, overworked, under-resourced, and realistically a lot of people teach because, you know, they want to, and no one ever really wants to see a child in a terrible situation. I don't know what you want, Chantel. I know you want someone to blame in this entire situation. This is one of those, like, places where you could blame society instead of for your food addiction. You could, like, maybe point a finger in that direction. Boy, howdy. She's on one today.
You should have to go to, like, a special school or be homeschooled. You should not be allowed around other children if you're a bully. You don't have that privilege to be in a public school if you're only going to harm other children.
Chantal, from all accounts, you were a massive bully in school. But okay, girl. Right. No, you go on. We do indeed live in a society. Yeah, the reason why Pizza's name is Pete's is because of pizza. And the reason why her friends saw Pizza's nudes was because she showed them. They were still in school at that time. Yeah. Shocking.
But bullying is just one of those things that you just, you know, swim or don't in school.
Nicole, thank you for that. Nicole says, I'm in my 31st year of teaching high school students. She has no idea what she's talking about. Of course she doesn't. Of course she doesn't.
I'm sure we've all been subjected to some form of it, you know? And we may have all been mean to other kids at some point. But not the constant going at someone and telling them to unalive themselves, no.
Respect. Hello. Good to see you. Prison boss. Good to see you too.
Another thing I was thinking is, why don't they take the bullies?
Chantel's just got all the world's problems solved, by the way. You've got a problem? Ask Chantel. She'll solve it for you. Put bullying kids in special schools. Okay. I don't think the concept of, like, isolation has actually worked on anything. By the way, let me tell you, we've got on this... You know what? No, I'm not going to talk about it. It's fine.
Go to some kind of detention.
Let's tell you all about Chris Foley and the who is the Premier of Queensland and what political campaign he ran on. Basically nothing, had no political promises outside of the really catchy slogan, adult time for adult crime, which was basically punishing children and putting them in prison / locking them up for adult crimes. Even though across the board and historically, Queensland is currently at its lowest point in youth crime ever. But, you know, it's a really catchy slogan, and he won on it because youth crime, again, lowest it's ever been in the state. Anyway.
They're like...
Just gonna keep watching this idiot because I can't talk about that idiot.
reformed, you know what I mean? Like, really try to teach them what they're doing is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Try to reconcile with the victim.
Yeah, guidance, counseling, mediation, like parent to parent, whole room chat is good. Yeah, we like that.
I don't know.
Don't necessarily love the idea of, again, kicking in a classroom door and screaming at kids, but there are no winners here. It all sucks.
Do something. It's just awful. One regular fry. Anyway. The woman apologized and she was, you know, I don't know what the outcome was, but they should definitely pay more attention to how kids are being treated in the social setting, not just in the academic sense.
Right. And so you are on the cusp of your understanding there that the way children exist in a social setting in society is not the sole responsibility of teachers. You do see how that works, right? Do you see how that works? You're so close to seeing how that works.
Problem is, sometimes the kids never come forward because they don't want to be bullied more for being a snitch. But in this case, it was the mother, you know.
Katie says, speaking as a teacher myself, she's fucking clueless. Sorry, I added that flair in there for you, Katie.
I tried to bring an end to it. Like, hey, my daughter's being told to take a rope and unalive herself.
Yeah, that's terrible. That shouldn't happen. Again, no one's team anyone.
You gotta wonder, man, what's going on in the homes of those children doing that kind of bullying.
Yeah, it's probably not a great looking home life, the way that, like, I would assume, but... Hey, Mick, good to see you, honey.
Statistically, the majority of the time, when kids are bullies like that, they learn it from their parents.
You could say learn from, I would say can be impacted by. Like, again, I'm no one, don't listen to me, but I think that, and having some educators in the chat as well, please forgive me if I'm incorrect, or feel free to correct me, but I think that also this pause is insane. I think that anger and frustration and high levels of emotion and, like, I don't necessarily want to call it hate, but for the sake of it, we'll call it hate, coming from home life. I mean, it can be learned and replicated, I suppose, but also it can be an expression of, like, frustration and fear, or like just really messy, terrible home lives, as Chantel kind of said. Anyway. Not mayo cummies. Slim, thank you for being here for 27 months, honey. Slim says, I was a school teacher for years. She's dumb. Thank you.
Which is why I know you guys a lot of you hate me when I say this. But some of the creators...
Excuse, you are not going to compare your situation with this story. Please. Oh my god. Hectic Llama, good to see you, honey. Welcome back. Chantel's eating double burgers and talking about bullying.
If you can call it that, which you can't.
Right, well, I am a content creator. YouTube told me.
Their content is just plain bullying.
What?
And you would think that bullying would end as a child? No. There's adult bullies on especially in social media. I know this looks weird.
I'm sorry, which part of this looks weird? Oh, I see it now.
And that's what I'm saying, man. Do what you want with your life. Make fun of me all you want. I'm resilient, but...
I think there is a little bit of a difference here, Chantal. A massive difference, actually. Because just existing within a space... very different to producing and monetizing content on YouTube and having people share their opinions about your content. That is very different.
Your young children are very impressionable, and they're going to see you at some point.
Okay, well, I don't have children.
Even if you're doing it during school, they're going to see you at some point. They're going to see your channel.
So she's talking to the parents of Girl World, I suppose, here.
And that's what I'm saying, man. Do what you want with your life. Make fun of me all you want. I'm resilient, but... your young children are very impressionable, and they're going to see you at some point. Even if you're doing it during school, they're going to see you at some point. They're going to see your channel of you having an entire career making fun of fat women.
People know that it doesn't matter, right? Like, I just laugh at Chantal for being an idiot. That's very different. But okay, girlie, wipe your mouth.
I'm just saying.
Uh-huh. You're comparing that situation that kid went through to what you suffer with on YouTube. You're gonna need to get a grip.
To me, awful parenting.
Okay, well, I'm not a parent. Fuck off. Deb, thank you for being here for 14 months, honey. Deb says, thanks for the great reactions and love. You're welcome. Thanks for the support. I appreciate it.
Because as a parent, and I know I'm not one, but that doesn't mean I can't be observant, you know? Like, being a parent is more than just feeding your child, making sure that they live. You're responsible for shaping them, their morals at a young age.
Uh-huh.
But if the parent doesn't have very many morals themselves, or questionable ones.
Chantal, you have, I mean, again, I know she's not speaking to me because I'm not a parent. You have no idea about my morals and ethics. You could probably not spell ethics at this point. Your brain's so clogged up with burgers. You have no idea. You have no concept. The only idea you have of me is that I laugh at your idiocracy on the internet. Idiocy, not idiocracy, but also we're getting there. That's it. You eat burgers, I laugh, the end. You're the one choosing to do all of this on the internet for coin. What do you not understand about that?
You know? So, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of the children from some reaction channels,
Oh my god, stop talking about kids.
bully channels, are bullies themselves, grow up to be bullies themselves, or if they become overweight at some point.
It's just rich coming from Chantal because she has said, never talk about my mother, I'm my own person, blah blah blah. But then flips the script and says that parents are wholly responsible for the way that their children turn out. I thought that was teachers' jobs. She's mixed all over the shop with this argument.
Have a complex because of how their parents project their self-hatred of being overweight onto other women online.
Oh, okay, you've just got it all figured out, Dr. Marie.
That's just my observation.
Ah, okay, well.
So, I don't know.
Cam, thank you for the super chat, honey. Cam says the vessel of morality and ethical behavior has spoken.
I can't say,
And she's full of burgers.
really, if what that mama bear did was right or not. But, that was crazy.
Again, I think it's a bit more of a complex conversation to have. And best not with Chantal munching on an apple pie in the background. Hey, Moonface, good to see you, honey.
Warm apple pie.
Oh, Boop, I do remember that, yes. Yes, I do.
Alright, guys. Last bite of BK.
Until next week.
Actually,
I know, she ate all of that. She put it all away. Where'd the burger go?
this is the last of the junk.
Sure.
Let's make this the fast food funeral.
I thought we were meant to do that like 3 days ago. I thought we were meant to do that like 3 years ago. Wheelie, thank you for being here for 29 months, honey. Wheelie says, 30 years as a teacher and a parent. She's the expert.
Yeah,
Yes, we should all listen to and take advice from this idiot.
let's do it. I know I've done these many times. Well, let's just pray and hope that this one will stick. Alright, guys. So, thank you for watching this video with me. And I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!
God, what a terrible take. Ugh. Just, ugh. Alright, chat, I've got about 20 minutes. We're going to catch up with Ambi now. So for those of you who aren't interested in that, I totally understand. I probably won't be here tonight, and I might not be here tomorrow either, so who knows. But I'm just trying to play a little bit of catch up while we can. Sarah Marie, hello. Thank you for the super chat, honey. Sarah Marie says, I've been crying all day about how hungry IVF is making me. Oh, how I know I'm not actually hungry. This is making me feel infinitely better. Oh, honey, I hope you're feeling okay. Feel better. Take care of yourself. Big cup of tea. Fixes everything. It doesn't, but usually it makes me feel better. But thank you for the support, and you take care of yourself, hon. Good luck. All right, over to Ambi in taking a break, frustrating semaglutide update, therapy consultation.
Hey, guys.
Oh, she spelt it correctly. I don't know if she's going to pronounce it correctly. And reminiscing with mum. Like I said, I'm skipping over the mum stuff because it's just boring.
Welcome to a new vlog. So today is
Yes, I was listening to this while I was half asleep this morning.
January 31st, and I have an appointment today. I actually have a consultation with a therapist who specializes in...
Okay, she almost got there.
Today, I actually have a consultation with...
No, she didn't. Never mind.
A therapist who specializes in BPD and CPTSD, which is perfect for me. I was diagnosed with those things a couple years ago.
She's going to tell us this therapist specializes in this until the end of time.
Oh, and since then, I have not seen a therapist. The psychologist who diagnosed me, I did see them for a bit, but they did not specialize in that. And they recommend you need to see someone who specializes in these things. And I'm like, I know, but I don't know.
Her response to being told literally anything. I know.
It's like, it's scary for me, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm extremely nervous. It's literally just a 15-minute consultation to see if like we're the right fit.
Yeah,
it's about
an introduction. We get it.
to happen in about 30 minutes, and I'll let you guys know how it went.
She was actually diagnosed. I mean, that one's still up in the air.
Staying still? Yes. Okay, so obviously I've had my consultation. I'll talk more about that later. Me and my mom just grabbed a bite to eat because we're about to go to electronic bingo. I have been
Oh my God, are you a TikToker?
sad, and it's just nice to be out with my mom. Oh, here she comes, here she comes. Oh, it's windy out here, man. It is windy.
This purse is not it.
What happened to your phone?
Oh, what are you doing?
You think Ambi was vaping? That's why she's outside. I love that.
I was filming.
What'd you say?
I was vlogging.
Oh God.
Oh my God, is it broke?
Oh, funny, right?
Look at my mom's outfit. I was like, dang, that shirt's so pretty. I've never seen it before. Guess where she got it?
I have no idea.
Hurry.
Oh.
It's
Thrifting.
a Goodwill.
We love that.
Yeah, Goodwill.
It was Goodwill.
Yeah.
It was right by my house.
I was like, who would get rid of that shirt? I thought it was...
Sorry. Just, it's quite cold for me this morning. I don't know why. I think the sun just hasn't come up. Watching Ambi's mum have a cigarette, what a vibe.
So cute on
Oh,
her.
it smells
What a
so
vibe. Like 3 layers with a coat and a cigarette. Ah! I don't miss it.
What?
I just realized that we're wearing the same colors.
Girl, you're weird.
Black and red.
I'm so full. I've really cheated on my diet. Like,
That's relatable content.
oh.
Post-meal cigarette in a car park while it's cold outside. Oh, relatable. Zing, thank you for the super chat, honey. Zing says, starting a new gig building puppets for a musical. Oh, that's cool, called Don't Let the Pigeons Drive the Bus. Last show was Evil Dead the musical. Very different vibes. I mean, you could have an undead pigeon, I think. That's awesome. Congrats, mate. Thank you for the super chat.
It's so bad.
Time was
So
this
tomorrow-
vlog. My mom cheated.
Yeah, so now I'll just eat. Yeah, right. And I'll just
All right,
like,
this is just watching them go back and forth. And as much fun as that is, I'm short on time. So we're just going to skip the 5 minutes here.
How does that make any sense? So you can order drinks here, and
Oh, pretty.
they deliver it to you. And she delivered it to me, and I turned my cup around, and she wrote "pretty sure" on it. Isn't that sweet?
My God. We really needed to flesh out the vlog today, huh?
what is it? What is it?
Okay, well, I'll skip all that as well. Because why?
Okay, you guys, hello. I have been home for a little bit now. Me and my mom had such a good time. My stepdad was there. None of us won, but I actually met a subscriber when I went to...
I don't know if I like these symmetrical butterfly clips. They give horns.
glow-in-the-dark bingo, which I vlogged a little bit of that. Then we started talking on Instagram, and she wants to be like a little bingo buddy, so she did end up...
Oh my God. Abby made a bingo friend?
there because she's never done electric bingo before. So I did see her there, but me, my mom, and my stepdad, we sit in the smoking section because they smoke cigarettes, and
You said Hagrid.
my bingo buddy actually did not sit in the smoker section, but it was still fun to see her there. But yeah, highly recommend electric bingo. So I want to give a few updates. The first one is about my 10-day challenge that I was doing. So I very much
Oh, yes. I'm assuming we're not doing that anymore.
have put that on hold. Like sitting here and just like vlogging my food and weighing myself every day and like talking about that all day is like
not really what I want to like preoccupy my mind with. I'm going through a lot mentally. I am going through a breaking heart, and I am sad.
A breaking heart. Ambi, go break out the dictionary.
All day long. I try very hard to come on here and like put on a mask and try to be as positive as possible, but like deep down I'm hurting and it's affecting my life. I will say though,
God, she talks some utter shit.
I was having a really good time showing you guys what I was eating, logging on MyFitnessPal and like weighing myself daily. And
you guys, I'm dealing with a breaking heart and I'm just finding it really hard to count calories and make that content for you. But also, let me continue to make vlogs. Girl, if you don't want to like be on a calorie restriction, don't. Whatever, who cares? Why all these excuses?
showing you guys,
At this point in time, it's a joke. It's a joke.
And the weigh-ins. So once my brain just feels a little better and my heart feels a little better, I will definitely start doing that again. It's just really hard to do anything lately. So the fact that like I do get up every day and I try to make the best of it, like it's putting in a lot of effort, trust me. So the next
so you want ass pats for that. Got it.
thing I want to talk about is semaglutide. Am I still going to be taking it, etc., etc.? And the answer is yes, I am. But there's an issue. I have no more semaglutide and today is Friday and I'm supposed to literally double my dose on Sunday. And I don't even have any. They told me to contact them about it. I did that. I even vlogged and I was like, you guys, I messaged the provider because it was my third shot. That's when I was supposed to tell them. He asked if I wanted to double my dose. I said yes, and it still hasn't shipped. And I was
Have you reached out to them to make sure it's shipped? Or to ask the question as to why it hasn't shipped? Or are you just complaining about it on YouTube? I think I know the answer.
almost 2 weeks ago. Like something like this wouldn't bother me if it was like a materialistic thing, but this is like a medicine.
Yeah, it is. So maybe you should take it a little bit more seriously and reach out and ask them why it hasn't shipped. Or if there's somewhere like nearby you can pick it up. Or your mum can pick it up, I guess.
I'm relying on this company, you know? So it is just a little frustrating. My fingers are crossed that like maybe tomorrow it'll get shipped out. Like it's Saturday and I'm pretty sure things ship out on Saturdays.
This seems like the preamble to I'm not taking semaglutide anymore.
So
Which, you know, third time I thought was a charm, but I guess not.
Fingers are crossed, and I will definitely keep you guys updated. Like, I was just genuinely looking forward to doubling my dose, actually, because it's not working at all. So I hope that, like, once I do double my dose, like, it'll actually start being in effect because I'm taking it for a reason. Which reminds me, I have had some people ask, like, why does semaglutide make you nauseous? Does it, like, depend on what you're eating? And no, it doesn't. Semaglutide
I think it does.
makes a lot of people nauseous. That's like,
Yeah. I mean, we had this conversation when she was talking about feeling nauseous, and I was like, oh, I thought that was kind of like the way that it worked, is it made it feel like you didn't necessarily want particular, like, types of food either. But I remember having this conversation multiple times, both with Chantel and Amberlynn, about, like, what they ate and the amount they ate and how that affected, like, the stomach sensation on semaglutide. I feel like she's gaslighting me.
one of the biggest side effects, and that is the reason why it makes people not want to eat. I never notice a difference whether I eat something very small the day prior or a little heavier the day prior. Like if I'm getting nauseous, it's literally just because that's a side effect that decided to happen, not really based on the food that I'm eating. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is my all members live streams. There is something I'm noticing because obviously an all members live stream
These hair clips make you nauseous.
means it's not open to everybody to watch. I currently have over 200 members and I genuinely was not even expecting to have like 20. So you guys are absolutely amazing and so sweet and just so supportive and I appreciate that so much. I'm already looking forward to my next live stream. But anyways, the thing that I'm noticing is like, it's kind of like a game of telephone. People are contacting me in my Instagram saying
Of course they are, because aren't they always?
things I've mentioned in my live stream.
Oh my god, Amber, this person said this about your live stream. I'm not a member, so I can't see it, but can you believe that XYZ reaction channel said this? Oh my god, they're so wrong and hateful and bullies. Also, I love you.
But it's very just like twisted and it's a little different and not exactly what I said. So obviously
Does it need to be, girl? I'm listening for the gist. I don't need to sit and listen to you moan and weep and cry and moan more for 2 hours. I really don't. I need a short, edited, 5-minute conversation about the things that you spoke about. Because from my understanding, every like members only live stream has just been you crying. Don't care.
there are reactors out there reacting to my live stream, but not really reacting it. They're just like narrating what I said or did in the live stream because you can't like react to it because it's behind a paywall. So
I mean, we could pull a transcript and I could read it out for you, but God, I can't be bothered doing that.
It's like the game of telephone, which was one of my favorite games in elementary school, but it's very much not my favorite game right now. I do not mind reaction channels like narrating or saying what happened in my live stream, but
Oh, what about reaction channels reacting to the narration from reaction channels who watched your live stream? Is that more fun? Like a third layer to the telephone? That could be fun. Who's asking? Thank you for rejoining the channel as a member. I appreciate it.
I would appreciate it if people didn't like exaggerate what I said or twist what I said. Like, I genuinely want it to be exactly what I said. Like, if you're
Okay, so it's got to be word for word, girly plops. You hear that?
gonna narrate it and like dumb it down a bit, but like twisting and like exaggerating.
Girl, we don't need to dumb down your stuff. It's fine. It's already at the level.
I just don't think that's very fair. So a lot of you are not getting like the real information of the matter.
If you think that a lot of us deserve the truth of the matter, why don't you take your members only live stream and edit and crop it down to like a 12-minute talking point like summary, and then you could upload that for everybody else to watch instead of having to pay you. Because please don't guilt us into paying you to listen to exactly the words that you said for 2 hours. We don't care that much. That's why you only that's why you don't have more members than you have, you know?
So this is just another way for me to say, like, you guys are more than welcome to join my members. So
no, fuck off. I don't want to. I don't want to pay you 15 Australian dollary dues to sit in your chat for 2 hours listening to you fucking mope and whinge. It's fine. I get enough of that here. 3 times a week. For free. Who's asking? Thank you for gifting 5 channel memberships, honey. Welcome or welcome back to Foopers Galore, Tiny Ghost, Lexi, Alien, and Scott. Wonderful to see you all. I hope you have a great day. Enjoy your gapes and crumbs, and please make sure you thank the fabulous Who's Asking for the gift. Thanks, honey.
it's a wonderful community, a lot of supporters. Yes, there might have been a troll or two, one in particular that I can think of, and I'm fine with that. I am totally fine with the troll or two. I'm fine with the hard questions. Doesn't always mean I'm gonna answer them. I have to be comfortable in the moment. Like, I'm fine with all that stuff. Like, the only type of people I'm not gonna allow in my chat are like people who are just like awful. But truly, if you guys want to find out all the tea genuinely and hang out with me one-on-one with a lot of other amazing people in the chat, then definitely join. There's a link down below.
No, thank you. No, thank you. Chat, if you like hanging out with wonderful people and watching nonsense content while I snark away in the corner, you can be here. And it doesn't cost anything. Good chat.
There's a little join button, I think, next to the subscription area. So definitely join. I would love to see you guys there.
Please stop asking us to pay for your shit content. No. No, thank you. No. Go away.
Tuesday. So the last thing I want to update you guys on is the therapist. Genuinely, she was so kind, and I loved that because she was like, a lot of people with BPD get judged even by other therapists. That sometimes people with BPD are hard to work with, hard to understand. Some of her favorite clients actually have BPD, and she genuinely enjoys working with people like me.
I find it really weird that a therapist would talk about other clients to an introductory session, but okay.
And it made me feel so seen. And like, it didn't stop there because I explained.
Weird thing to say, some of my favorite patients have BPD. Is that a weird thing to say? Kind of feel like that's a weird thing to say.
To her, you know, I was diagnosed with BPD and CPTSD, and she explained to me that when people have BPD and CPTSD at the same time, that they become anxiously attached. And I was like, jaw on the floor, because that is literally.
Have you not spoken about anxious attachment before? I swear you have. This is not a shock. This is not a shock.
Really me, and it
feels fake. This feels really fake.
Explained to me that when people have BPD and CPTSD at the same time, that they become anxiously attached. And I was like, jaw on the floor, because that is literally me, and it's like debilitating sometimes. So it's like we have.
And thank you for the super chat, honey. This I smell a stunt in this. I don't know if I believe any of this.
I even had like the first session. It was literally just a consultation, and already it's like a vibe. It's gonna be a lot of hard.
Okay, but like it's been days. Can you learn consultation? It's not counsel.
Hard work.
Consult.
And I want to update you guys as much as I can and as much as I feel comfortable. I know I get judged a lot based on like my past actions and things that I've done in past relationships or even here on YouTube. And it's crazy because a lot of the things that I've done has been because I have BPD. And it's like in the past.
Please stop blaming your mental health for your shitty behavior. Stop it. Girly plop, we have been at this for 11 years. 11 years? We know, girl. Mental health is scary. We get it. But for 11 years, you've done sweet fuck all to address it. Yeah? Yeah, stop crying here. I mean, stop sitting here crying that everything was BPD's fault. Gonna need you to take some accountability. Yeah? Oh my God! Nina, thank you for the super chat, honey. Nina says, never joining her memberships. Gladly will continue paying for yours. Oh, thanks, hon. I hope you and the Poppers all enjoy the rest of your day. We will. Thank you, honey. I hope you're having a good week. I appreciate it.
Even probably recent, I have used it as an excuse, having BPD.
Yes, you have, and you continue to, and I have no doubt that you will continue to until the end of time. You've blamed your OCD, you've blamed your anxiety, you've blamed your depression, you've blamed your obesity, you've blamed everything, girl. Not like, even the way that you talk about your relationship with Beck, you have blamed mental health as opposed to you just being a shitty manipulative person. Like, I understand some of those things go hand in hand, but also not once did I hear in that live stream, or any of those clips rather, or in the way that she's spoken to or about Beck, I have not once heard I'm sorry. She doesn't want to admit that she was at fault because she just wants to blame her mental health on everything. And that's it. She doesn't want to be accountable. She just wants to find something to blame. It's tired. I'm tired. It's tired.
For all of these things. And now it's like, I want to like have it as a reason. Like the reason why I've done
It's not an excuse, you guys. It's a reason. Okay, girl, but it's you. It's you. It's like you can't blame the binge monster on like yelling at Beck because of cereal.
those things instead of like making it an excuse. And for a while there, I was like, what is the difference? Like, what is the difference between an excuse and a reason/explanation? An excuse is when you're not going to take accountability for it.
You're not taking accountability. Where are you taking accountability? Like, where? Where are you saying it was my fault? Where are you saying I did this? You're not. You keep saying it's your BPD.
An explanation is when you finally take accountability and you do something to change it. And I'm currently right here. Took me a while to get there, but like, I want this Amberlynn to just like go away. I'm not gonna be perfect. It's gonna take time, and I'm just feeling very hopeful. And my first appointment is on.
We have heard this a million times. We will experience the heat death of the universe before Ambi says, I'm sorry.
Thursday. I really just want to do the right thing. I want to be a good person. I want to just heal and be better.
Oh my God, you guys, I'm a victim.
Before we get too emotional, I think I'm just going to end this vlog. I hope that you guys did enjoy it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Good. Go away. You're absolutely insufferable. All right, chat, that's time for me. Thank you very much for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. I hope you have a fabulous day. For those of you on the rewatch, thank you for your comments, opinions, and eyeballs. Chat, please make sure you brush your hair and your teeth, wash your face, get your sunscreen and steps in, hug a loved one. Don't be a dumpster fire on the internet. Stop blaming literally everything else. My God. Have a great day. Yeah, Empath Lynn is on her way out. Thank you for hanging out. If you'd like to hit the like button on the way out, I'd appreciate that. And I will see you all in the next video.